Hello, everybody. It's about that time. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. This should be a big treat. This comes from Karbach Brewing, and they are out of Houston, Texas. This was sent to me by Brandon. This is their three-legged lab. I've got a picture of a Labrador Retriever with three legs on him, or her. It's an Imperial Stout. I've had a couple of those beers, especially that Brandon has sent me, and Karbach seems to be got it going on. They brewing some really tasty beers down in Houston, Texas. So I hope they are doing well after all the flooding rains that has been going on down there and those areas and all the people that's been affected. Prayers and thoughts with those people down there. I mean, they've gotten a lot of rain over the last couple of weeks. And I'm reviewing this on the 20th of April, guys. So before I go on vacation, and it's not going to post till I get back from vacation. So there's probably going to be a week or so delay from the time you see this to when I actually reviewed it. So thinking about those people down there, and I hope everybody's doing well. I've seen some awful pictures on TV of horses and people and everything going on down there, and people drowning, and it's sad. It's really sad. Let's get on with this one. Don't want to bring everybody down. Let's go back up on an up note. This is an Imperial Stout coming in at 9.2%. It is not written on the cans. They need to write that shit on the freaking cans. You need to know what you're drinking, guys. I mean, you go buy this stuff, and is it a 5%? Is it a 9.2%? Is it a 12%? Write it on the cans, guys. It needs to be on the cans or the bottles. Print it on there. That's dumb as shit. I don't understand that. I can understand why you don't want to get a dating machine and stuff, but print the frickin' ABV on the can or the bottle. Don't make any sense to me. It does have a date on the bottom of this one. Like I told you, Brandon sent this to me, so thanks a bunch, Brandon. I do appreciate it. I cannot get these beers here in Virginia. Crafted on 01/26/16. So this was put in the can on January 26th of 2016. And this is, like I said, 9.2%. It's going to keep for a long, long time. And when they put the date on the bottom of it, we know how old it is. You can put this in the fridge and you come back a year or two, 3, 5. Oh, this is a 2016 edition. Yeah, don't make us put a piece of tape on it and write on there. It just tells us when we bought it. It doesn't tell us when it was put in a can. It could have been sitting on a shelf for a year or 2 or 5 before we even bought it. So we need that information, guys. We really do. So I'm a harper for that. I'm a damn date Nazi. I've been called it many times. I'm not communist or anything, but I am a date Nazi. If you ain't got a date on your damn package, you suck. And I'm going to leave it at that. Alright, let's get on with this one. Commercial description says, this inky Imperial Stout pours black into the glass with a brown head. Aroma of roasted grain with slight hint of licorice. Full body with plenty of dark chocolate. Flavor leads into a long, smooth finish. Sounds tasty, don't it? Alright, food pairings for this beer, it says cheese is buttery, brie, good Havarti Swiss, and it goes well with your chocolate dishes, of course, being a stout and an Imperial Stout on top of that. And the meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat, glass-bottled pint, becker, non tumbler, snifter, oversized wine glass. Yeah, that's right, my favorite glass. And can be set up for long periods, guys. So if you decide to pick up some of these, and more likely, it's probably going to be packaged in a 4-pack, being a 9.2%. and not a 6-pack. I may be mistaken, but I'm just guessing there. They're not available here in Virginia, so I had to pay. My wonderful subs, such as Brandon, sent me this, and I do appreciate it, sir. So I would say once you get to the beers that are 9% or bigger, they're in 4-packs instead of 6-packs. It costs more to brew those kind of beers, so they put them in 4-packs, and it's usually about the same price as a 6-pack, $10 or $11, maybe even 12, just depending on where you're buying it. And if you put it in a 6-pack, it would be $18, $19, $20, and nobody would buy it. So that's why they go to a 4-pack, so everybody can still feel comfortable buying a $10 or $11 package of beer, even though it's only 4 instead of 6. So let's get on with this one, guys. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about, so let's start pouring and stop talking. Oh, look, it's coming out of the top of the can. It's ready to be drank. Oh, it is pitch black coming out of the can, guys. And it is pouring a massive head. A little overcarbonated right off the bat. I'm going to tell you, it's a little overcarbonated. A 9.2%er should not pour that big of a head right off the side. 4 fingers right off the bat, guys. Overcarbonated right off the bat. I'm going to tell you that. It should not be that carbonated. And I've had a couple of Karbach Brewing beers that Brandon has sent me. So this is the first one that I'm going to start off fussing about. Overcarbonated. Right off the bat. Overcarbonated. I don't think there's anything else here that we need to talk about while that monster head is settling down. So, without further ado, I got it on my tablet. Got it everywhere, all over everything. That kind of chaps my ass a little bit. So, it shouldn't do that, guys. It really should not. Not for a 9.2%er. It should not produce that massive of a head on the pour that I just did. Very creamy, khaki colored head on top there. A little bit bigger bubbles, but there are a lot of small, tight bubbles on the side here. So if I can get anything on the aroma with that much head on top of it. I might have to pause the video and come back once this is settled down. I'm disappointed. I'm already, without even tasting, I'm disappointed that it's that much overcarbonated already. I'm getting some cocoa, I'm getting some chocolate. Rich, roasted, almost to the burnt characteristics of the malt. And that's about all I'm getting, guys. So I'm going to pause the video and we'll let this settle down a little bit. Well, I sipped a couple of sips off the can and poured the rest of it in the glass, and you can see it's well above the glass. It's like yogurt sticking out the top. Very tasty beer from what I can get already, but just a tad overcarbonated, and I think that is a detriment to the style of beer, even though this has only been in the can since January, and this is only April. So February, March, April, 3 months. Tad over 3 months, and it's that much overcarbonated stuff. They got a little carbonation issue going on here, guys. They really, really do. A lot of big bubbles streaming up on here. Definitely a tasty beer. I'm not going to say it's a well-made beer because it's overcarbonated right now. But it's got a lot of stuff going on with it, with the roasted malt and the hints of chocolate and a little bit of caramel and toffee in there, and maybe some hints of coffee. So I'm gonna finish up right here and go out and fire up a cigar and let this damn thing settle down a little bit and see where this one ends up. It tastes like a really tasty beer, guys, but they got a carbonation issue going on with this one. So I'll be right back, and we're going to sip on it for a little bit and let it calm down. We'll see where we end up with this, but I do think it's a tad overcarbonated. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sitting on about 35-40 minutes or so. I don't have a fuss about. They got the date on the bottom of the can, but it has no ABV on the can. I would like to know that. They need to put that on the can. tell us what we're drinking. That's the only thing I can really fuss about this other than being overcarbonated. It has settled down. It's up to room temperature now. It's very nice. Let's do the final chug on this and I'll tell you what I think of it. Very nice aroma. Rich roasted malt, some molasses, maybe some brown sugar, some licorice in there. Very tasty. I do think this is an A beer, guys, but them leaving off the ABV on the can, I would like to know what that is. If you're drinking this in a pub and you don't know what it is, you drink 3 or 4, maybe even more of these, you're going to be inebriated. You don't know if you're drinking a 5%, 6%, 7%, 9%, 9.2%. So I would like to see that on the can. They need to print that on the can. What is the ABV of the beer that we're drinking? It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. They do have the date on the bottom of the can, so I applaud them for that. Thumbs up for them for putting a date on it. But we need to know what the ABV is. So, and being slightly overcarbonated is another deterrent for me. I think this is a 9 beer in an 8 can, guys. I really do. Without having the ABV on the can and being slightly overcarbonated out of the can lends me to drop it back a notch. 9 beer in an 8 package, 8 can. So if I was taking a numeric rating on this, it would probably be 91 or 92, somewhere in that area. I'd probably go to 91 because it does have the date on the bottom of the can. And but I would like to see the ABV. We need to know what that is. You pick this up off the shelf in the store and you're going, well, how big is it? It says Imperial, but how big is Imperial? Is it 8, 8.5, 10, 12? What is it? So that's just my OCD on this, guys. One thing, information. It'd be nice to have the IBUs too on top of that, but it's not critical for this style of beer. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says it's 97 overall and 61 in the style. And Beer Advocate says it's 90 outstanding. So we got 90 and we got 97, 91 for me. So they're all 90s. It's definitely an A beer, guys. It's definitely worth picking up. Karbach Brewing, this is their 3-legged lab. 3-legged lab. 3-legged dogs are cool. They are. They really are. I mean, if you go to the shelter or something like that and you see a dog that's got 3 legs, it's going to be a good dog. It is. You don't have to have 4 legs. Don't discriminate. 3-legged labs is a good thing. It is. Good beer, slightly overcarbonated. Need your ABV, guys. So 90s all around from all of us. Beer Advocate Rate Beer, 91 for me, guys. So if you've had this one from Karbach Brewing, the 3-legged lab. Let me know what you think. Yeah, it's pretty tasty. It is damn tasty. Good beer to finish up the evening with. Final beer of the evening for me. If you've had it, let me know what you think. And come on back tomorrow. Let's dig out something good out of the fridge. See you then.